here is the second part of the portfolio with your horror comic. One of the things we discussed in class the other day was the use of graduated screens and a purpose for the graduated screen. Now I'm creating a shape here, and I'm just basically creating a square shape. And I want to look at my layers. Alright, so I'm going to make a new layer. New layer. And I'm going to call this metal background. And you need to get in the habit of naming your layers. Spell that right. Alright, good enough. Okay. Now, again, we're going to use the tool, gradient tool. I've already got one selected where I've gone kind of dark, light, and dark again. And so I'm going to tell it OK, and then I'm going to kind of drag this. I'm not going to select it perfectly centered. And I kind of get this metal look right there. Now I'm sure that there's more sophisticated ways to create that metal look, or there's more, but this is simply for an introduction class. And so now I've created that kind of metal background. I've kind of balanced it out because I'm sitting there using my guides. Alright, now I'm going to deselect. Okay, and I've got that. Now I want to make this look like it's been riveted to the page. So I'm going to add a little bit of a bevel and emboss. So I'm going to make sure my layers are showing. I'm going to double click. I'm going to get my bevel and emboss. Alright. I'm going to make some adjustments here. You can see it was kind of already got, I don't want to do the pillow, I want to just do the outer. Alright, there we go. Let's try enter. Yeah, that's more what I'm looking for. Going to soften up the depth. Alright. Size. Okay. Shadow mode. Let's just see what happens when I do normal. Change the opacity a little bit. And I've got it to where a reasonable facsimile of a piece of metal. Now what I also want to do is create some rivets. So I'm going to go new layer. I'm going to call it rivet. Okay. Change my marquee tool to make it a circle. Shift. Hold down the shift key on the PC. Alright, I'm going to select a color. Kind of a dark gray, maybe a little lighter. I'm going to fill that in. I'll deselect it. I'm going to create another layer. New layer. And I'm going to just call this lines. Control plus zooms me in. Control line there. Select a dark, almost black. Deselect. Duplicate the layer. Edit transform. Rotate 90 degrees clockwise. And then I want to take that layer and I want to merge it down. I'm going to go back to my rivet. I'm going to do the bevel and emboss. And then I'm going to, instead of doing the bevel emboss that way, I'm going to do it as a pillow emboss. So it kind of looks like it's sunken down into the metal. Alright, now I'm going to go back to my lines. Now, I'm going to copy layer style and see what happens when I paste it to that one. Paste layer style. Alright, a little bit too much, so I'm going to probably go back in here. Change the depth a little bit. Soften it a little bit. Okay. Chisel hard. Nope. Don't like that. Chisel soft. Nope. Smooth. That's kind of one I like best. Now again, if a student feels that he wants to invest the time to make that look a little bit more realistic in their eyes, alright, so let me take that and say layer, merge down. Alright, it did change it a little bit, but not enough to where I want to be concerned with. Alright, I'm going to duplicate that layer, and then I'm going to move it. I'm going to duplicate the layer. I'm going to move it. Now what's nice is you get those nice bars to show you that it's lined up. And duplicate the layer. Zoom out. Okay. You can go in and with some techniques and burn and dodge that a little bit. But I'm about to run out of time on this video, so I'm going to pause it.